We found parts of the bodies all over the house, in places you wouldn't think. We found parts of the bodies all over the house, in places you wouldn't think. The funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that, but no heads.
All right. Welcome to the 13th podcast. You explain to me what these portals are, because you're sitting here and you're saying portals of some sort.
We're talking about paranormal portals.
Paranormal.
That's the only portal we're talking about right now.
But you're talking. Okay, what the hell is a portal?
How entities enter in and out of our dimension.
So, what is it made of, though? It's a cool energy. Okay, but what's energy?
Electromagnetic fields.
I get that.
We are energy.
So energy.
This light is energy. This computer is energy. This mic is energy.
Electricity.
Electrodes.
Electrodes that shoot tiny little.
What are our bodies made of?
Burlap sacks.
Electrons.
Yes.
Okay. That emits energy, and that
Which
is what
a type of electricity, right?
Yeah, I said energy.
So that involves electricity. So we're I'm not I'm being serious.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for the question. You.
So are we made of electricity?
Does your hair stick up when you fucking rub a balloon around it?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Okay. Then all right, continue. The portals.
So the portals are created by our energy.
Okay. Electricity.
Okay. I don't know why you keep saying electricity. It's energy.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
It's just the energy. Okay.
Okay. Is it? Do you think it's like transparent?
I can see through it.
Yeah. Or does it actually have like a really faint color that our eyes can't see? Sometimes we see them, which is the apparitions, the entities, the ghosts.
I would definitely say it has to do with our. Yeah, we can't see.
So you think with people that have a lot of energy are able to portray like mediums or sensitives that see more than what we see. Does that with higher, I mean, this is just a theory. If we have a higher electrons, that keep going, do you think that makes us more like a higher energy? Do you think that's more easier for us to see more than a human eye? Because I've noticed so far by doing this journey and learning about this stuff, I feel that if you have low energy, you have a skeptic, like I am. But with you have decent amount of energy where you say, I believe in this stuff.
It doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
It doesn't make sense.
How though?
Metaphorically speaking, saying that our energy levels are different makes us more skeptical or non-skeptical of the paranormal. Just doesn't make sense because obviously you have more energy, you have ADHD.
Yeah, but that may not.
right?
I don't know. I think maybe it would be, um,
I don't think it's based off of like
but like the actual thought, like the question I'm asking is, what what is that? What do we what is what's going on when it comes to what we're seeing or
as
beyond?
of right now for apparitions or anything beyond or like beyond what a normal person sees,
Yeah.
whether it be paranormal or anything like that. Right now, we can't answer that because it's all hearsay or hearsay.
Yeah.
We haven't really we in order to prove any of this shit, we're gonna have to do the investigations ourselves and actually see this stuff with our eyes and not see it on
Yeah.
somebody's camera because we don't know if they edited it on there.
And it
Hell,
doesn't have
once we
to.
start getting into this, they don't know if we edited it on there.
Well, it doesn't
But
have to do
once we
anything
do
with the
see it,
editing.
we
It's
know.
it's the dust with the orbs. People always think
Yeah,
that these
I'm not a big
orbs.
fan of the orbs.
They say that these orbs, that you can just tell when it's an orb. I don't think so. I think it's a dust
Yeah,
particle, literally right at the camera.
it's a dust particle. It's a bug. It's a fucking headlight coming across the street. I
Yeah.
mean, you really there's too many debunkable things
I don't believe
to
in orbs.
debunk a orb. That's why I don't believe paranormal orbs. Oh, it just shot out of you. It could be a coincidence,
Yeah.
right? It could be a light from the dude's camera or anybody's camera or whatever.
Yes.
I'm more about, you know,
Ouija boards and
I
like
believe
summoning
in
the devil.
demons. I believe that there's a way to summon that stuff. One question I want answered is there's so much belief in demons and the demons have something to do with the devil, but those people that are saying they believe in this stuff don't believe in heaven or hell. How do you believe there's a devil linked to that demon? What does Jesus Christ link to or God link to? You don't ever hear anybody say shit like that in
Like
any
I seen
paranormal
it,
investigation.
or I see an
They'll,
angel.
they'll say, yeah, yeah. Oh, I just seen an angel.
Yeah, you don't ever hear that.
Oh, he just said, he just said that we're all going to heaven. No, it's you're going to hell. I'm a demon, devil, 666, 3 knocks, 3 scratches, and I don't know what that. I mean,
Dude,
yeah,
dude,
what are hell
what
portals?
the hell are
You
portals,
know,
dude?
I don't know what hell portals are, but porta johns. But why are there hell portals or portals to the devil or for the devil to enter in and out? Why isn't there a portal for God to enter in and out?
I don't know.
Why isn't there anything talked about like that?
I really don't
We're all
know.
taught that if we die, we're going to heaven or hell. The few of us that believe that there is an afterlife after death believe that it's going to be a paranormal afterlife.
But
We
what
physically leave the earth,
the hell
but
are portals?
souls don't.
What are portals? Ectoplasm?
From what?
Ecoplasm.
Plas? I don't know what that means.
Plasm.
Sure. I don't know, man. Portals are. I mean, portals are your seances. They're your pentagrams. They're your, what people.
I
The
think what we
candles and
should
the
do.
stars.
I think what we should do on Halloween
Scrying mirrors,
at
portals.
3:00 in the morning, we sacrifice a goat and we just go for it.
Unfortunately, I don't have the farm yet.
We can light 666 candles, and then
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm just
We
kidding.
need you, the viewers, to come help us light that.
Yeah, let's make it happen, guys. Let's go summon the devil. Don't do that, please, God. Even though if it's not
on
fake or not,
Halloween.
even though if it's not fake or it is
Yeah,
fake,
I mean,
do not do that.
but that begs the question for us. Not knowing what we'll be getting ourselves into, are we willing to open a portal?
No. No. I mean, even if they're real.
You're not,
No. No.
but you're not willing to open a portal and get your evidence.
Yeah.
You said no,
Yeah. I did. I would do it. But
but how do you get yourself out of being a skeptic if you don't do it?
I don't know. Gotta see something.
Watch more YouTube.
Watch more YouTube. Yep. Let's get on YouTube. And let's post a ghost picture. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know, on our Facebook, I posted a picture of us up in down in Kentucky, where we found a cemetery on top of the mountain, and I posted a picture of Zach standing right next to the tombstone, and there was a hand reaching up behind the tombstone. So I thought about it for weeks, and I looked at it more and more. It's not a hand. It is a piece of dust. I watched the video, and what it is, it's a tracer from the dust. I'm like, well, that's a debunk right there, bubby. Your picture that you seen was a statue. So it's like right there. It looks like a hand, and it looks like something's crawling on the ground behind him.
Yeah, it just shows that our mind plays tricks on us.
Exactly.
Is
That's
this all a
why
trick
I
game?
am a skeptic. It's if you
But even knowing
see-
that it's all,
if you see what you see, prove to me that you've seen it. I can't prove what I seen. I don't know what the fuck I seen when I was a kid. I was a full fucking leg that stepped in. Or was I,
just scaring yourself,
it just scared me with my phone going off.
right?
It was Kristen. She wanted me to come lay with her. Keep going. Keep going. About the portals, Andrew? Portals.
Yeah. I get that they're saying portals. That's cool, man.
All right, so what about them?
Or portals only used to bring in evil spirits. Or are they used like some people say, like if you watch a haunt or an investigation of these people that do hospitals and shit, and a lot of them say they see the nurses or they hear the nurses or whatever, but the nurses didn't die there. Did somebody open a portal and bring that nurse over to that hospital? Did that spirit wander back to that hospital? That's what I don't get in the paranormal world. How do people get back to their homestead?
If I'm sitting in a house in the middle of the woods, miles and miles away from civilization, and it's just you and I, and we hear, get out, or whatever, then I'll believe.
I'd investigate it.
Yeah, no, I've investigated. But then, like right there, I'd believe. 100%. Because that will show me that there's no one nearby. There ain't no sound to make.
But how do you know?
Don't know. I don't know. Some people seem like they have.
Kind of contradicting myself.
Huh?
Making myself seem like a skeptic. I'm kind of contradicting myself, make myself seem like a skeptic, but I still believe there's paranormal. I just think a lot of these things that are on the internet and stuff, I think people aren't investigating it into depth because a lot of the places that they do either have, a mass investigation, so they have multiple people, group investigation, so they have multiple groups.
Yeah. We need to create
and a lot of them are abandoned also. I'm talking. They're abandoned also. And what's in abandoned places nowadays?
Abandoned places.
Drug addicts, homeless. How do you not know that's not somebody messing with you without investigating?
What if it's 100% closed off?
if it was 100% closed off and there was absolutely no matter what, you can either debunk it by saying, "Oh, it's just an idiot just come in here messing with us," or you could you can prove that it wasn't somebody else. All you gotta do is sweep the house. You have an investigation team. You have some of your team outside watching the outside.
Yeah.
Then you have the people that are inside keeping an eye on the inside. You have cameras everywhere for entrances. If you see nothing and you hear "get out,"
Yeah.
okay, mm, it,
Yeah.
something's
It's
here. That's
it's
not
time to bust out the
normal.
microphones and cameras.
Yeah,
No, I get
and
that.
probably a
I
good
just
pair of running shoes.
put
Get
on
it?
your running
Force
shoes.
company. These are my running shoes. But yeah, like I was watching an episode earlier. I won't say who it was because I don't want to call anybody out, and it's one of my favorites right now. But you heard, they were him and his dad were talking. Oh, him and somebody else was talking, and in the middle of them talking, you heard ah. And usually, when you hear an entity scream, you don't hear it like that. You hear a or a.
I don't know, dude.
This was a
I've
full
heard some
on
crazy.
hey,
It could
like
be.
loud as hell and clear as hell. But they were in an abandoned hospital that had multiple access points and was on a busy ass street
Yeah.
and is said to be accompanied by homeless drug addicts and all that shit. They didn't go investigate it. They just sat there and was like, "Did you hear that scream?" And it's when you watch so much, you can tell the difference between a ghost scream and an actual female or a person
Are
screaming.
you sure about
And
that?
what it sounded to me was, yeah, because why did none of their equipment pick it up other than their microphone?
I don't know. That's
It literally sounded like
unexplainable
somebody
movement.
walked into walked in the door downstairs and just screamed, "Hey!" But clear as shit. There was no static. There was no "hey." It was just
But not all
like
ghosts
a
sound like,
teenager walked in to scare 'em.
Velma from Scooby Doo.
No,
Shaggy.
that's fine, but like I said, entities have to have that energy in order to do that.
So they need to have high energy.
But that has to be a lot of
But
energy
that's
to
what
get
that's
as
what I
clear as that.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Well, they don't drain just the energy from you, so it
No,
doesn't
but
matter how much energy
if
you
you
have
have a lot of energy, I think
when I
that
die.
you are able, no, not when you die, inside your body. I think if you have high energy in your body or wherever it's at, you are able to be a sensitive, like a superpower in a way. It sounds stupid to say it like that, but you can either like be sensitive to the paranormal where you can see things. You can be a medium where you can feel thoughts and feel the vibe and feel everything like they do, and they can talk to these people. And then there's beyond that. I think the higher the energy you have, I think that you're able to see things. It's like learning. But I don't
That has
think you're
nothing to
able
do with hearing
to,
a scream, though.
huh?
It has nothing to do with hearing a scream.
No, but when it comes to hearing that scream, I think an entity, ghost, paranormal, whatever, a spirit has to have enough energy so it pulls from lights, cameras, phones to get a response. Because I don't think like this sounds like I'm a fucking ghostbuster, but I think if like they don't have it, they don't have that energy, they can't speak out. There's nothing around to speak.
Right. Right.
It's kind of sad.
I mean, it might on your point or on your uh,
Theory.
perspective,
Yeah.
with one of us having more energy, being more sensitive to the paranormal. I think what you're trying to say is if I go in there with a lot of energy, if I go in there expecting something something's going to happen
Yeah.
compared to somebody like you who's going to go in there and nothing's going to happen, and you may not experience any of the things that I'm experiencing because I'm sensitive to shit. I want to hear this shit, and you're just like, yeah, I'm just here for the ride, you know. But who knows? Because we haven't investigated, we've just watched investigations.
Yeah, there's all
Um,
this shit, and I think what's cool
and these
about
people
the
could be real. We're not really trying to call anybody out.
no, it's just since
We haven't
we
we haven't done it ourselves.
we're discussing things now before we investigate, and then down the road with
The calm
like
before the
further
storm.
episodes and stuff, they're gonna be either like, yeah, it's fake, or yeah, it's real, and then we'll just see where it goes because you're gonna look back and be like, man, these guys thought these ghosts were fake or real or whatever, and then all of a sudden we're where we're at. So until that investigation
I'm
happens,
still stuck on the Conjuring House thing. Going into it, not having anything.
dude, it could have been just one of those nights, dude. It's like fishing. Never know.
No, I don't. I don't think it has anything to do with fishing, dog.
I know. Yeah, that's a tough one.
I just, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I've never heard of anybody going in to the Conjuring House and not experiencing at least something paranormal.
They probably have. They just haven't recognized it yet.
But I've also never heard of another paranormal person say they don't believe in demons and shit either.
Yeah, that was a hard one. But
That's just, I don't know. I mean, hey, it's your belief. It's your belief. But if you've got an attachment, most of the time it's not an
like a
entity,
mag
or it's
or
not
like a fucking ACOG
it's
scope.
not a ghost.
Sorry, I was playing Call of Duty
I
in my
hate
head.
you.
I'm in team deathmatch.
That's not kind of fun.
I haven't played. I don't even have Call of Duty. But anyways, it does sound fun though. Yeah, that's a hard one because like when it comes to saying that you don't believe in that stuff, then there's a lot more that you don't believe. But maybe there's different ways on how people investigate. There are apparently real witches among us that that do their witches things, which is cool. There's an actual name for it. But that's their belief. A
Witchcraft?
Wiccan. No, Wiccan. I think it's what
A
it's called.
Wiccan?
A
A
Wiccan.
Wiccan.
Hey, let me get a Google real quick, because they live their life not strange. It's strange to us, but to them it's not. WICK Wiccan. Oh no. What would I type in, like rich religion? A Wicca.
I don't think witchcraft is a religion.
I don't think it is either.
It might be. I don't know.
But a Wicca is known as the craft, categorized as a religious movement. I know I can't read. Developed in the 21st century, 1954. All right, so a Wiccan. A Wiccan. I don't even know how to say it. But anyways, they do. They have like what are they called? A thing that's in their room. And a shrine.
A dream catcher?
No, like they have shrines.
Oh.
They have odd shrines.
Oh, I don't know.
I
don't know nothing
one
about
of my friends' girlfriends had a shrine of like cat skulls, and it was a very weird thing, but she was a that Wiccan thing, and she didn't hurt the animals. She found the skulls, but she also did like card readings and mediums and stuff. I like Susan at Land of Illusion. She wanted to do a reading. I was down. Fuck yeah, I'm right. For some reason, I'm in there, and it's just stuff like that, dude. It's out there. People there's people that out there that have the bloodlines of apparent vampires. There's just
Uh,
vampires are a tough one, but I don't think vampires are the way that we show them. I think they're alive, but I just think they were cannibals. Um, but when it comes to the mad scientists and the old horror movies and stuff, was there a mad scientist that tried to put a human back together with different pieces?
I wouldn't doubt it.
And tried it with I know that's what we're doing now in today's society, but back then, literally head, neck, eye, everywhere, and just start the heartbeat back up. I mean, it's
I
stuff
wouldn't say that
like
they were probably successful in that, but I I I can see I can see them trying it.
Is there a mad scientist, like an old school mad scientist, that's just doing all these chemicals, trying to plot and plan to destroy the earth? Do you think there's one out there? That was a big yawn. Just answer my question.
Do I think? You mean a chemist?
No. Yes. Yeah, a chemist, but a mad scientist. Old school mad scientist. Like fucking Rick from Rick and Morty.
Wait, what? I never watched it.
You've never seen Rick and Morty?
Did you roll your eyes? No,
You've never seen Rick and Morty?
no.
Why?
It's a cartoon.
Oh, it's a cartoon.
The only cartoons that get played in this house are Coco Melon.
And I don't watch cartoons because I'm a
don't.
man. You don't watch fucking Rick and Morty?
No,
Dude, Rick and Morty is all about fucking portals.
It's dumb.
And all about dimensions and stuff. And it makes you fucking
okay,
think.
that's just stupid.
Man.
Rick and Morty's just a knockoff of Back of the Future.
You're
Back
kicked
to
off the show. Thank you very much. This is the 13th podcast. Yeah, I mean, I think with all these different types of stuff that's out there, it's unbelievable, but it is believable at the same time. Witchcraft, the Salem trials. What caused them that? What made them say, there's a witch in town, let's hang her, let's burn her, right? What did they do to be called a witch? That's a Google. Get on Google, Andrew. Look up the Salem witch trials. And which is in Boston, if you guys don't know where Salem is. I visited there when I was a young little spooky little monster. And my mom took me and my
Salem
brother.
witch trials were a series of hearings and prosecutions of people accused of witchcraft in colonial Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yep.
Okay.
Between February 1692 and May 1693, more than 200 people were accused. 30 people were found guilty. Guilty of what?
Yeah, but what did they do to try to find that answer? What did they do to be called a witch? And who's while you're doing that, I'm gonna look up who was like the most well-known witch of the Salem witch trials, because I think that'd be cool. Known witch, witch in the Salem witch trials. I think that'd be pretty cool. Bridget Bishop. Bridget Bishop was the first person to be accused during the Salem witch trials. In Salem folklore, she is portrayed as a feisty, fun-loving, lusty innkeeper who can't seem to keep her out of trouble. Recently, historians have painted of somewhat a different picture, owing to the confessions with Sarah Bishop, who has also appeared in court records as court records of the Salem witch trials. Bridget, who was tried, who was tired and hung. Damn, they hung her.
Oh, okay. So,
Wow.
what caused the Salem witch trials?
Yeah.
Belief in the supernatural, and specifically in the devil's practice of giving certain humans, witches, the power to harm others in return for their loyalty, had emerged in Europe as early as the 14th century and was widespread in colonial New England. In addition, the harsh realities of life in the rural Puritan community of Salem Village, present day Denver's Massachusetts, at the American colonies. In a recent smallpox epidemic, fears of attacks from neighboring Native American tribes, and a long-standing rivalry with more affluent community of Salem town. Salem witch trials would be fueled by residents suspicious of the resentment toward their neighbors as well as their fear of outsiders. So it's kind of like present day America.
Fucking sounds like it.
Everybody's afraid of their neighbor. It all has to do with politics, religion, and war.
Yeah.
But that's weird that really it was just because of the devil. The infamous Salem witch trials began during the spring of 1692 after a group of young girls in Salem Village claimed to be possessed by the devil and accused several local women of a witchcraft. As a wave of hysteria spread throughout colonial Massachusetts, a special court convened in Salem to hear the cases. The first convicted witch, Bridget Bishop, was hanged that June. 18 others followed Bishop to Salem's Gallows Hill, while some 150 more men, women, and children were accused of the next several months.
What?
So they killed these women, kids, and men because the devil told them to? Because they may have been somewhat of the Illuminati, given a power to kill and destroy people?
See, that's one thing I
mean, you right? It sounds like something Illuminati shit. Sacrifice something for this certain amount of whatever.
Yeah. Well, do you believe it though?
I believe of.
You believe in witches, or summoning the devil, or
I believe in the summoning of the devil.
I do too. I believe that. I believe that's a thing. Has anybody done it before?
Summon the devil?
The devil.
And
sorry guys, if you see my hands, if you see my hands, they're dirty. I was working at a haunt tonight. I did some spooky things. Anyways, but do you believe in the devil? No, not do you believe in the devil. Do you think they did it before?
Summon the devil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that's happened? Like you fucking believe that happened?
That somebody has summoned the devil.
That somebody has literally summoned the devil. I'm just asking you like a question. Like, do you fucking
and
believe?
I'm answering it the best I can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I believe someone's done it.
You gonna ask me again? I mean, fuck, you've already asked me 3 times.
Do you believe?
I think the old age is kicking in, bud.
Yeah. Well, my ADHD's kicking in. It is what it is, buddy.
Do you believe there were giants on this earth?
No. Kind of.
Really?
I don't know. That's a hard one. That's a.
Do you believe there were dinosaurs?
Of course I do. Kinda.
And you think just some big ass meteor hit the Earth and extinct them all?
Yes.
How come it was so big to do that, but it couldn't destroy the Earth?
Because it was the perfect size to basically.
How did it kill all the dinosaurs, but not the humans that created us?
They weren't. It wiped everything off
Hmm?
the Earth, and there was
It
nothing
wiped
left.
it wiped everything off the Earth.
Everything. We
What was
grew
left on Earth to create us?
nothing. Ashes and lava.
So we're ashes and lava.
We're made out of energy.
Neurons.
Like, dude, I don't fucking know. I don't know these
Doesn't make
questions.
sense.
I'm not God. It doesn't make sense.
sense.
It doesn't make sense. Yes, I believe in dinosaurs, but I don't believe in.
So
how
are
they
we all
died.
fucking aliens from Mars?
Yes, I believe that there's aliens. 100%.
But are we aliens?
Yes.
After they extinct everything on Earth, do you think aliens are like, yeah, fuck it, we're going to
Yeah.
take
No,
over?
I think
or the, I
I
said the
think that
United
we're all
States, like with the
aliens.
whole world. But
But I also truly
I
believe
don't
that
know, man.
up in the sky, I don't think they don't. We don't know of the aliens. We know that there's stuff out there, but I don't think they're doing
No,
what.
we know of the aliens if aliens are real
Well, aliens are not just like what we think they
or
are.
not real.
No, they're fucking real.
They're
You're
not real.
like you're telling me in this whole entire galaxy, universe, whatever the beyond, that we are the only ones.
Yes.
How? Explain to me how.
The only thing that would possibly make sense on other planets is maybe some kind of parasite.
Not in our galaxy. That's what I'm talking about.
How do we know there's not more? How do we know there's only our galaxy?
There isn't. There's multiple galaxies. There's billions, trillions.
How do we know?
Because
How do we know?
they've taken pictures of it. Have you seen the? Have
There's
you?
pictures of ghosts. Did you not believe in ghosts?
No, oh my God, don't get me on that. There's just proven facts for it. 100% proven facts.
There's pictures of Bigfoot, and you're telling me you believe in Bigfoot?
Yeah. No, the fuck I don't believe in Bigfoot, dude. 100% I believe that aliens
There's
actually exist.
pictures of Rick and Morty, and you're telling me there's a Rick and Morty?
Yeah, but you're looking at it at a different perspective than that.
There aren't
100%.
aliens, are there?
Huh?
We would have been destroyed by now.
I don't think so.
What's keeping those other things from destroying us?
They're not like fucking Independence Day. They're just beings. They're something. I don't know. I that's the question I don't know. But I 100% believe that aliens do exist.
Why haven't we seen them on the range or on the Mars rover?
Mars rover, because they're probably not even on fucking Mars.
Mars is abandoned?
No, it's because I don't believe that they're on Mars.
Because it's all a picture.
Yeah, because I just don't believe they faked the moon landing.
What the fuck is you just saying?
Dude, they
Why don't we see people walking on the moon when we're looking at the moon?
because nobody's ever landed on the moon. Nobody's been to the moon. Everything was filmed.
But it's a planet. Are you telling me the moon is not a planet?
No, it's not a fucking planet. It's a moon.
The moon is not a planet.
No.
It's a Transformers was videoed on the moon, dude. The dark side specifically. Why aren't there Transformers roaming the Earth?
Because Transformers is a TV show.
Aliens.
Sorry if I keep looking. Dude, when we were talking a little bit ago, it sounded like one of Kylo's bouncy balls smacking the ground over there. Everyone's asleep.
Yep. See, told you, paranormal, not alien.
That was weird. It just randomly fell.
You can't. You can't keep shaking your head, dog. You can't
Because
be a skeptic of the paranormal.
it was pretty scary. I'm sorry.
How are you going to be a skeptic of the afterlife, but you're not a skeptic of something that's never been shown or proven?
Mm. Mm. I don't know, man.
Yeah, they released some shit on the news,
Now that was the
but
least of
look
my
at where we're
concerns.
at in the economy.
Yeah, I don't. I'm
We
not.
are negative trillions. So they did a little scheme to go, oh, now we're going to make money off of aliens. Fuck that. You know what you don't hear on the news?
What?
Paranormal stuff.
Well, yeah, this is the truth. We can make it
Because
happen.
they don't want you to believe that there's a afterlife.
Yeah. I believe that we get stuck somewhere. But the ghost thing, the ghost thing's weird, dude. I believe in it to the point, but I don't want to believe it.
Keep contradicting yourself. It sounds good.
So it's like it's a hit or miss. Now, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say I ain't scared. But the moment I approach the place, I'm 100% scared. I am the biggest pussy when it comes to spooky things, which is wild, because I have spooky things everywhere. But I am a giant wimp, 100%. I'm a big wimp. But I'll do it. I mean, I'll force myself to do it, but I enjoy the feeling of fear. But that type of stuff, I think I'm not even necessarily like scared of it because I'm down to do it, 100%. But I'm scared.
I think it's just finding out the reality of it
Yeah,
that scares us.
I'm scared to know.
Like actually finding out that somebody can watch us and we don't even know it.
Yeah. So like, if they are real, then my fear is 10 times higher, which that scared me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, it's scary to think about. Okay, we just theoretically, if we were to go on an investigation and all it was entities or ghost.
yeah.
Now comes the question or the fear of being or getting an attachment, being possessed. And it's like, oh shit. So is this shit real? Do we test that?
How do you avoid an attachment? Sage.
I don't know if it's like a vampire and you just put on garlic and it won't get you, or you put a silver bullet in it. You can't do nothing to something you can't see. Um, I don't know if I necessarily believe in the whole sage thing.
I think it's a cleansing thing.
I think it would be a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
But if it was, why didn't people who actually got possessed do that? And it's not like, oh, well, they didn't know. You get church thrown in your face, shoved down your throat every fucking day by something.
Yeah.
I mean,
But churches, or since we're getting that aspect, the way I look at churches
a holy shrine.
could be, or a safety blanket for some people.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think it is.
That's
It's a
what I
safety blanket.
believe
Make
in
people
basically
feel
all
fuzzy
religion.
inside.
Which I am not judging. You choose to be Catholic, Christian, or whatever. I'm not judging it. I'm not atheist. I am beyond atheist. I'm honestly Christian. I actually got baptized in
Right.
March. Not to be more closer to God, but to get more closer to myself as a line
Feel
of
good about yourself.
yeah, just to have a little faith in me.
Yeah.
Not religion faith, but just faith. So hope, and that felt good. That was like a cleansing thing in a way. Um, but I think that it's a giant safety blanket when it comes to that stuff. Um, there are books galore about all these different religions and gods and people. Um, that's just their belief. They believe in their thing. I believe in certain things that I believe, and I keep it that way. And that is just not knowing. I just don't know. I want to
Yeah.
know. I
Don't
mean,
know until it happens.
I hope there's more than this. 100%. You know, fear's a big thing, and the number one fear is death, dude. I'm afraid to die, and I'm afraid to. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Where do I go? Do I go to heaven? Do I go to hell? Do I stay here? Do I turn into a fucking animal or like reincarnation? Like, what do I do? Do I restart? Like, what do you do?
But what happens to the human race, or happens to somebody, or happens to
Oh,
anybody
sorry.
if
When you're done, I want to talk about this conspiracy that I made up, and I need your opinion.
okay, so like say we actually did know what happened when we died.
There'd be more suicide rate.
Say it was everybody was dead. Yeah, would it be a more suicidal rate?
I don't know. I mean, yeah,
I
probably.
mean, if you're living a shitty life now, like, and you know you have an afterlife, are you going to quit this life to go to that afterlife?
Yeah, I think there would be a lot more suicidal people out there. That's that's probably stopping a lot of them. As bad as it sounds. So to come up
Is
with
the fear of not knowing.
yeah, it's the fear of not knowing. So here's a good conspiracy on where you go after you die. So let's say all your life you've seen things, ghost, paranormal, all that other fun stuff. Your whole entire life. Then you're on your deathbed. And then you know how when people say you see a light,
Yeah.
as soon as that happens, you literally you watch your life, your whole entire life. That's what a lot of people say. You have your life flash in your eyes. What if the ghost that you're seeing when you were a kid is you rewatching your life?
That's crazy because I always thought, if there's not a heaven, if there's not a hell, um, what if we're just reborn?
Maybe.
Like
Maybe we're already dead.
we've been reborn, and that's how there's centuries and centuries and
And a lot
centuries of our ancestry. And
yeah, and there's a lot of people. If you look it up, it's like a doppelganger thing. It's really weird because there is certain people like, hey, this kid grew up and he wanted to own and drive a Ferrari, and then come to find out in his past life, the person owned a really nice car and blah blah. But it's just the shit like that. It's really weird, Andrew.
hmm yeah, yeah, and it's just a huge fear of not knowing.
Yep,
Um,
and that's why I don't believe in ghosts.
that would be crazy though.
Chicken.
If we were to live until we're 70, 80, 90 years old and we went through everything I mean, fuck, just what I've went through in the past 26 years is a hell of a life. And it's not even a fun life. Uh, just to restart
That's a good way to
and
put
know
it.
what you went through
Yeah.
and be like, okay, now what do I do? Like once your brain's fully developed and everything and you're 15, 16 years old and you're like, man,
Deja vu.
that kid's in foster care, right? He's struggling. And here I am with a perfect whatever, if I was with a perfect family or whatever. Why would I feel that sympathy for that kid if I didn't go through it in my past life?
I don't know.
I mean, fuck. I feel that sympathy now. I mean, we were at the park. I took the kids to the park a month or two ago, and there was a kid playing on the play set, and he was like, he was pushing my daughter and my son, and I'm like, that's weird. Kids don't do that really. They It was weird because it was something I would have done when I was that age, and I got to talking to the kid, and come to find out,
Did you offer him a cigarette?
no,
No.
he's 14. He's in foster care. He's got another brother who's in a different foster home. His mom had went to work at 7 o'clock that morning. He's been at that park since 7 o'clock in the morning. He said, "Yeah, when people come over here with kids and stuff, I help them out. So I push them on the swing. I play with them. I get to know them or whatever." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Uh-huh.
Because you get kids nowadays. I mean, kids who grew up with parents and stuff like that aren't going to do that kind of shit. And I was like, man, at 14, I was in the same situation. But I was active in sports and stuff like that, and I had asked him, "Why aren't you at football practice? Why aren't you at a baseball practice or something?" Well, in foster care, we don't have that much money, so I don't get to do that kind of stuff. And for some reason, I wanted to take the kid under my wing and be a big brother to him because I had went through that. It was a weird connection, dude. You know, finding somebody like that in this world. The kid was kind-hearted. He ended up going to we had somebody's birthday party over there a couple weeks ago, and he was there. And he ended up eating some cake and hanging out with the kids and fishing with the kids and catching crawdads with the kids until
Wow.
his foster mom picked him up at the park. It's a cool ass kid. Anyway, back to paranormal. I don't know why I got off track, but that shit right there just
Just tickles
gives
your
you hope.
fancy.
It's like it was like I was reincarnated, like I was reborn with a kind heart. I don't know.
I'm not laughing at.
It was
I
it
get
was
what
it
you're
was
saying.
weird, dude.
I get it. I
It
get
it
it.
was weird as shit. And I mean, even Cheyenne's like, "Do you even know this kid?" I'm like, I
Hell
feel like I've
no.
known him my whole life. I mean, it's just weird when you grow up like that. Anyway, portals.
Yeah, damn, dude. You all right?
I'm sorry. It just not. I don't know. Life sucks, guys. Life sucks, and it sucks for all the wrong reasons. And it really questions your faith in God. And then you think about it, and you're like, okay, you're told all your life God's going to put you through obstacles that you can overcome, and it's like, how much farther can we go? How much more are
You're
you
getting
going
too
to
deep with this, my guy. Let's take a
But
step.
it's faith.
I get it. But let's take a step back. You're starting. You're letting it loose, man.
I'm starting to tear up, dog.
You just
I've had this shit build up for a while, dude.
Just-
Since
just
last
take
week,
a
I
step
was
back.
just like,
Let's go back
damn.
into this paranormal, not faith.
One more thing. So the other day when we were fooling around or whatever, and you was talking to that kid,
Yes.
he was talking about how his life was so bad or whatever, and I was like, get him on. The reason why I wanted it so bad is because of the things that I was going through at that point in time in my head. No matter how far you're pushed, push back and overcome whatever it is.
By finding the paranormal.
Yeah, portals. Anyway, so I had a portal.
I fell in a portal.
I'm an enlightener, dude.
You're what?
I'm an enlightener.
An enlightener?
I'm an enlightener. In this podcast,
In this podcast.
on this episode of the 13th podcast,
Okay.
we're going deeper.
Yeah, we're gonna some people stay right here. Some people
We
stay
go
right here. We're
We're like the land of illusion. You know, you have your good years. Oh, sorry, they're on a decline right now. Whoops.
no, they're not.
Anyway, yeah, they are. They suck.
No, they don't.
Chambers of Horror is the best haunt in America right now. Go ahead and look
Chambers
it
of
up,
Horror.
dickheads. So you do or you don't believe in portals?
Sure.
Okay, how's the devil summoned?
Don't know. I've never
How does
tried
the
it.
devil do this?
I don't know.
I know. What do you think? How do you think it is?
How do I think it is? Like a ritual?
And you're saying that ritual doesn't open a portal for the devil to come to this
I
dimension?
think it does. I think there's multiple dimensions.
You think it's the same as for aliens?
Yes.
Could aliens be summoned?
No, but I think that aliens live in different dimensions, and they are able to travel through dimensions, and that's what we capture, which is blurred images
So
and
if
shit.
they're so advanced, why haven't we caught on to that?
I don't know. We're too stupid, dude. Humans are dumb.
We're worried about fucking gas prices right now.
Yeah, we're dumb.
Lower that shit. We're worried about cloning people instead of becoming friends with the people that can clone us.
Let's take a step
Eat
back.
deep on home.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm fucking saying. It's real.
It's not.
It's almost midnight. Made you look.
It's 2:30 in the morning.
No. Aliens, portals. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I fuck with it.
I don't.
Why? Do you believe in portals?
To be honest, this is all clickbait. I don't believe in anything. It's just heaven or hell, dude.
So what about witches? Do you believe in witches?
I think I want to say witches are the equivalent of a chemist.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, because you would think nowadays, like, if witches were actually real, if what people claim they did, which was witchcraft, you know, using potions and shit,
Yeah.
with how advanced shit is nowadays, you would think that stuff would still be used. People would be turning into frogs,
Okay.
or maybe we don't die. We get to a certain age and they turn us into frogs. Or ducks.
We're ducks.
I don't know, man. I don't even know how to even figure out if witches are real. I mean, yeah, you can talk to people that had a witch in their family and, you know, it was passed down to generation to generation. But how do I even know that you're a witch? Or you have, you know, witch blood or whatever. That'd be the same as saying, yeah, my dad was Vladimir and
Vladimir
you
Putin?
know, no, the Impaler.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I've got I about said zombie.
Zombies are real.
What the fuck was it? Vampire. And I got vampire in my blood. I 100% think
Listen.
zombies will be real within the next 10 years. COVID vaccine.
Zombie apocalypse. Is it real?
2025.
2025? Hey, mark your guys' calendars. October.
If the zombie apocalypse doesn't happen by 2025, the purge will.
I don't think the purge will.
The purge will be here sooner.
I don't think the purge is gonna happen. I think there's gonna be a civil war.
You can already see it happening with what rich people do to the poor.
Oh yeah. They're doing it to us right now.
I mean, eventually they'll get bored and they'll turn it into some kind of game from these movies.
Look up Project Bluebeam on your computer. Look that one up. See, on the 13th podcast, guys, we take a step into some weird shit. Yes, we started off with paranormal, and now we are in conspiracies and fun stuff. So, look that up, Andrew, and read it
The
off to the
Blue Beam,
audience.
a joint project of NASA and the United Nations, uses the most powerful technologies to spread a new religion on Earth and create various simulation images to establish total control over humans, after which the New World Order will finally be established. False. Explanation. Blue Beam is a conspiracy theory about the New World Order that has been around since 1994. It is noteworthy that during the pandemic caused by the spread of the coronavirus, the Blue Beam theory once again came to the fore as the scenario described by Serge Monast, the Antichrist, uses the method of epidemics for establishing control over humans in the third final phase. Conspiracy theorists believe that this process has already begun. I don't know.
And what about the beam from the
Dude,
sky?
Yeah, it's bullshit. Bullshit.
It's not.
It's bullshit. Where have you seen a beam in the sky?
I haven't yet.
You haven't.
No,
It's bullshit.
it's not.
But you know what?
What?
You'd be able to see that beam in the sky if the Earth was fucking flat. Guess what? It's not fucking flat.
The Earth is flat.
Did you know that?
The Earth is flat. We are surrounded.
Shut up. Oh, shut the fuck up, dude.
I'll be serious.
No, the Earth is not flat.
I'm not playing. We are surrounded by the ice wall.
The Earth is flat.
Yeah, no, dude. The
The Earth
fucking
is
Earth
flat.
is round. 100% round.
Christ. The Earth was
I had
flat.
you
I'd be
there for a
able to see the
second.
snowy mountains from right here.
I had you for
And
a
I'm in
second.
Ohio.
Yeah, we live in
If the Earth was flat, I'd be able to see the fucking North Pole.
No, you wouldn't.
How wouldn't I? The Earth is
you
flat.
Because
In Minecraft and Flat World, you'd be able to see that stuff.
you wouldn't. You would just see infinite fucking. It'd just be miles and miles and thousands of miles of flat lands. If it was flat, it would look infinite. Infinite. Infinity.
Yeah, flat, there wouldn't be fucking mountains and shit, you idiots.
What?
There wouldn't be mountains. There wouldn't be earthquakes, tectonic plates moving, shifting.
Yeah, the San
because
Andreas
the Earth
plates
is
does go off all
flat.
the time. Yeah, it's not flat. And do you believe that our ozone layer is getting thinner and thinner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think we have the pop? Do you
But I
believe?
contribute to it, so I don't really give a fuck.
Do you believe in climate control?
I don't.
It's not called climate control. What's it called? Climate change.
Oh. Yeah, sure.
What's
It's
it
cold
called?
in the winter. It's hot in the summer. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, global
Why are you
warming,
going?
dude. Global warming.
Whatever. It's all bullshit.
You know, for the past like 6 years, except for last year, dude. When
What happens to you people with your little electric cars and an EMP is hitting on us? If somebody hits us with an EMP,
Okay, which they don't exist.
they do, but I mean,
They don't exist yet.
electromagnetic pulses don't exist.
No. Have you seen EMP before?
I have,
Call of Duty?
and
Where have you seen them?
Call of Duty
Where else have you seen them?
movies, dude.
Movies that are acted out.
It doesn't matter. I'll ask Google. You're pissing me off.
You're telling me EMPs are real?
Yeah, that is. Why wouldn't they be real?
You guys don't think it's
It's
real?
not something that you can't make up.
It's made up. It's all made up. It's all made
It's
out of
not.
matter. It's made out of matter.
Are emo kids real?
Are emo kids real?
Yeah.
What you got? What do you have to tell me?
Using an EMP is illegal in the United States, and you should never attempt to make one. Do EMP grenades exist? EMP bombs work by creating quickly exploding plasma in the upper atmosphere that disrupts the ion and particle currents there, interact and distort the natural magnetic field on the Earth. The U.S. government's response to tackling EMP threats has been lackluster.
Explain that definition.
Lack thereof.
Okay.
The chances of a powerful solar pulse hitting Earth are approximately 12% within the next 10 years, threatening U.S. infrastructure even during peacetime. What the fuck is peacetime in the United States?
I don't know.
When we're
But
asleep?
I don't know.
If
Well,
the
fine.
Earth is flat, we're all asleep at the same time.
No, we wouldn't.
Yeah, you're right, because we're insomniacs, you jackass.
I'm an insomniac.
United States have the United States has NEMP weapons in its arsenal.
Okay.
Much of the United States EMP research has involved high-powered microwaves, HPMs, that are like super powerful microwave ovens that can generate a concentrated beam of microwave energy.
Cool. So you're telling me EMPs are real. I believe EMPs are real. Um, nuclear explosions aren't real. I'm joking. Calm down. Come back. Come back. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. Obviously, nuclear explosions are real. Do you think the energy gets evaporated from the nuclear explosion? From the paranormal? Does that kill people? Does the plasma and the radiation kill the paranormal? Do you think that takes a big part of it, of the paranormal?
I don't know. I never thought of it that way.
The answer is no, Andrew.
How do you know that?
I've been through a nuke. When Hiroshima got hit and struck by a bomber plane, I was there. I saw the light. I saw the fear. And I also saw the big mushroom cloud.
Yeah, you seen mushrooms the other Saturday ago, but you ain't talking about no mushroom cloud, dog.
No, I believe that nuclear explosions are real. They're pretty wild to watch. There is a bomb that's gonna kill us all. Can't wait. And then once we get back to let's get back to these wonderful things called spirits. Okay.
Yeah.
What about them? Why are people so afraid of them? Why is it a face of Halloween? Why is it that ghost or ghost? Why do we believe in the paranormal? Because when I go out to investigate, I'm going to ask a bunch of questions. Like, who are you? Why are you here? Is your name Fredrickson? I'm going to ask those questions. And that's the same order what I just said. And I think with what we're doing, we are going to capture the paranormal and to prove people that this stuff is real and not edited. I am striving to find more information out about the paranormal and all these different types of portals, pentagrams, summonings, and stuff. I do not want to touch base on portals or summoning or pentagrams, but I definitely want to keep it moderate where I'm just focusing on spirits.
We just touched based on that stuff.
Yeah, I'm honestly ending the base. So
I don't. I wanna do it.
what do you want to do?
I wanna do it.
What do you want to do?
I wanna do it.
Do it.
Summon the devil.
No. So
Why?
I'm not doing something the devil.
What if we summon the devil and summon God at the same time and have them fight each other?
This ain't Street Fighters, dude.
Whoever wins tells me where I'm going when I die.
But anyways, guys, yeah,
This
we're
isn't
we're,
Street
we're touching base on the paranormal. In all reality, we won't touch no pentagrams or summoning and stuff. Andrew might, I won't. We want to basically just prove people wrong that this stuff is real, and I want to be proven wrong that this stuff is real. And with the 13th podcast, we're here to show you guys that, the paranormal is out there or is not out there. And I'm willing to do all the research that I can to better our equipment and our strive for... Watch, here comes Kylo. You ready? Wait for it. There he is. Spooky little guy. And I want to strive for this paranormal journey. I want to see things. I want to hear things. I want to get evidence. And I want to have it. And I want to get it out there.
Yeah, I want you to be touched.
So, guys, this is the 13th podcast. Tonight we have Andrew B. Bolin, Mortis, and again, guys, this is the 13th podcast. Go check us out on all major platforms, and, it's not fun if it's not scary. We'll see you guys later.
We found parts of the bodies all over the house, in places you wouldn't think. A funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that. But no heads.